Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. If you celebrate Christmas. It is 3:49 a.m. on Christmas Eve. And Wednesday going into Thursday. And I am exhausted. I am absolutely exhausted, you guys. I have not stopped today. I came home after vlogging this morning, and I was like really tired, but I was like, I should stay up and just get all my stuff done that I want to get done. What is that noise? Oh, it's like icing or something on the roof. Yeah, it's the roof. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go back to sleep until Alex leaves for work, because he had to leave for work about 9 o'clock. And so I don't know what time it was when I went back to sleep. I listened to my audiobook a little bit this morning, and then I went home. So it was like 7:30 or something like that. No, it couldn't have been that late. I don't know what time it was. I have literally no idea. So anyway, I went back to sleep, and I was so cozy. I fell asleep with the dogs, and I had parked in the driveway because I was like, when he leaves, then I'll have to move my car, and that'll wake me up. And I'd already slept much of the night already, most of the night already anyway. So I was like, well, that'll get me up, and then I'll just, like, at 9 o'clock, I'll just stay up. And I had, like 30 cameos that were all specific for Christmas. And I wanted to make sure that everybody got them in time for Christmas, because they were Christmas presents, you know? So I knew that I had to do those today. Well, I try to make each one somewhere between like 4 and 5 minutes, or, you know, 3.5 to 5 minutes, somewhere in there. And then it takes me like a minute to like upload it, and then read the message, and get ready. So you're talking about like 6 or 7 minutes a cameo. So, I can only do like 7 or 8 an hour. And I was like, how am I possibly going to get this done? And so I was like, well, if I start at like 10 o'clock this morning, and I do like 3 an hour, then, you know, it'll take me 10 hours, and I can do them over the course of the day. So I moved my car, and I came back to bed, and I was like, I'm gonna sleep for just like another hour. And I slept till 1:30. I was so exhausted. And I had like 50 million, I was gonna say, things to do today. I had so many things I wanted to do today. And I wanted to film a video on all of my channels today, which I did do, except for my Peter Does Stuff channel. It got so late, and I was like, I have to get these cameos done. So, because here was my plan, was I was going to do all this stuff, and then tomorrow, the only thing that I have to do is pick up the pumpkin pie and the cake and the rolls, the dinner rolls, butter rolls, and the flaky butter rolls, they're called. And then our, oh shoot, I wanted to get Alex a bunch of stuff for Christmas Day morning. Well, I can go to the grocery store tomorrow and do that for a Cuban breakfast, because I want to make him this Cuban breakfast thing. And then the other thing I have to pick up from Taylor's is I got this sweetheart roll, toffee sweetheart roll. So it's like, that'll be the only thing that I have to do on Christmas Eve. And then he wanted to stop by and say Merry Christmas to his grandma. On the way to Caroline's, he wanted to go over there for like an hour or two before. So I was like, I can just get up, go to Taylor's, come back, take a shower, and then I can enjoy all Christmas Eve, and then I can enjoy all Christmas Day, and not film any videos or do anything like that. And then just spend time with Alex, you know, and the dogs and stuff, and just relax. So I wanted to get all this stuff done, you know, ahead of time. And I went into today thinking that I would just film videos for today, but once I got started and I started making my list of all the videos I wanted to make, I was like, why don't I pre-film videos for at least tomorrow, was what I thought. So I got up at 1:30, And I was moving so slow around the house. I was like, Peter, you have got to get out of this house if you want to get anything done. So but I was moving so slow. I was like, oh my God, I'm tired. And I was just like dragging. And I wanted to have like Christmas movies on the background. So the whole time. So I quickly wrapped Alex's presents because I had to bring him down from the closet upstairs and put him next to the Christmas tree because he got done at 2 o'clock, 2 or 2:30 today, and then he had a chiropractor appointment, and then he didn't know what time he was going to be home. He had like a meeting thing that he had to do like early evening, ready to check in with his one workplace, and then he was going to maybe go have lunch with his friend that he hadn't seen like in a week or so, but he didn't know like when they were going to hang out or whatever. So, and I had told him, I said, do whatever you want to do because I'm going to need to just like literally sit there and like, I want to film videos and I want to get these cameos done. Like, this is really important to me. So just do whatever you want to do. Like, I'm going to be busy all day long. And, he didn't even get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning. He went over to he and his friend went out to dinner tonight, and then, they went over to her house, and, it was so funny because I'm like looking through my cameos. Well, I'll tell you what happened with that in a second with the cameos, but like I'm looking through my cameos and she ordered a cameo from me while I was like, while they were sitting there together. They were just like drinking some wine and watching music festivals on TV, like old music festivals. So she ordered a cameo. So I texted Alex and I said, did she order a cameo from me? And he was like, yeah, she wants you to roast her. And I was like, oh my God. So I did this cameo for her and Alex, and I roasted the hell out of them. It was so much fun. I had such a good time doing it. It was so funny. But at the very end of it, because they were both really good friends with Jason, I like got real emotional at the end of it. And I said, you know, like I was just thanking her for being such a fantastic friend to Alex, and you know, I knew how hard the last year and a half had been for both of them and whatever. So it's like Alex like recorded the whole thing of them watching this, and she's like dying laughing as I'm doing this like Jane and Vivian thing, and I'm like totally roasting her, right? This guy is like, what is the problem here? Oh my God, he almost hit me. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, he almost slid off the road. It's icy outside tonight. It was 50 today, and the temperature, he is like literally going like 65, like a 40. Yeah, the temperature was like 51 today. And then Tanya and I went to Meijer, I'll talk about that in a second, tonight, and it literally dropped like 20 degrees. It's 28 degrees right now, and it's cold. And it rained all night long. There's Taylor's Bakery right there. It rained all night long, and it's supposed to be a high of like 24 tomorrow. But we're not supposed to get any precipitation. Do you hear that though? It's like icing or something. I wish we would get snow tomorrow. Oh my God. If we would get snow tomorrow, that would like make my Christmas perfect. Do you hear that? I've like almost lost my voice from doing all these cameos. I'm gonna take my hat off. Sorry for my messy hair, but I know you guys don't care. Messy hair don't care. So, so anyway, I had a really fun time doing this cameo for her, and I like roasted Alex in it too, and it was really funny. But, so, what was I gonna say? So I got up and I wrapped his Christmas presents, and I got like all the Christmas presents next to the Christmas tree. And I'm so glad I put the Christmas tree up. It makes me so happy. I had it like lit all day today, and I had all kinds of candles burning in the house, and the house smelled so fantastic. I had all kinds of candle waxes going all day today, and Christmas music. And at one point, when I was wrapping my other presents for like Caroline and Tanya and everybody, and Sarah and David and Mike and everybody, I put on Christmas Carol, the Jim Carrey version. I actually rented it because I couldn't find it. I know you can watch it on Disney Plus for free, I think. But I just was like, I ended up just paying to rent it, which I never do on a movie. But I just was like, I want to watch this. So right now, before I started vlogging, I started getting sad. I was like thinking of the end of Miracle on 34th Street. I don't know why. And I was like, well, probably because I've been listening to this radio classics. They've been playing radio show, like Christmas radio shows all day, like the Jack Benny show, or not Jack Benny, but George Burns and what's her name? Burns and, do you guys hear these cars? Like, you guys, I'm not going slow by any means. These people are like driving crazy tonight. But anyway, Burns and Allen is at the show. I was listening to that, but Gracie Allen wasn't in it. It was Jane Wyman, who was married to Ronald Reagan at one point. She was like stepped in because Grace was that her name? Gracie was sick. So anyway, it's on Radio Classics right now. I don't know what's going to start next, but so I was thinking about Miracle on 34th Street. I was like, you know, I haven't going to see any of the movies that I really want to see this year. I didn't watch Box of Delights. Turning Back the Dial, Here We Go is what they're playing right now.
In the second hour is yet another version of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
Oh my God, they're playing A Christmas Carol right now. They're playing really good stuff. So anyway, I drove around. I listened to a little bit of my book today, Mistletoe Promise, but I was like, I don't think I'm going to finish this in time for Christmas, and it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll listen to it tomorrow night. But anyway, so I got the Christmas presents done, and then I was like, I have got to go and do the shopping that I want to get done, because I wanted to get this green hoodie for David. And I went to Old Navy. They didn't have any green hoodies there. They didn't have really anything, and it was packed. And then I went to Best Buy to get Alex's computer, which was a lot more expensive than I expected it to be. And they didn't have it in stock, so they had to order it. And supposedly the computer will be, they're going to deliver it tomorrow. So we'll see. That'll be great if that actually shows up. And then I did 2 reviews at Starbucks, one for today and one for tomorrow. Because then I was like, well, maybe I'll just pre-film all these videos. So I did that, and then I did, and then I stopped at Half Price Books because I wanted to get this album for David, this John Coltrane album. And they didn't have any John Coltrane albums whatsoever. What is this? Broadway is my beat.
Perform the frenetic dance.
They didn't have any John Coltrane albums, jazz albums. And there were these 2 guys in there. They're probably like 20 or something. And they were like talking about Johnny Cash. And I thought, oh, that would be fun to get him a Johnny Cash album. And so these kids like bought every Johnny Cash album. There was no albums there that I wanted to buy. So I left there, and then I was like, okay, at this point it was like 4 something, and I was like, you have got to get home and start getting this stuff done, or you're never gonna get everything done that you want to get done today. And I started kind of getting a little bit like, not panicky, but I was like, the cameos were really important to me, but I also wanted to get my videos done for today. So I came home, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do like 3 cameos an hour. And so I did, but like I like to do them so like personably, like I like to give each person like a really like, you know, personal message and stuff. So they were taking me some time, and then I was filming the other videos, and every time I would do a cameo and I would refresh it, somebody, like 1 or 2 more people had like purchased a cameo. I was like, I'm never gonna get these cameos done. Like, I just was, because like I would like get one done, and it would say like 30 that I had, because it says at the top how many you have to do, and it says like 30, and then I would refresh it and it would say like 31. So while I was doing one, somebody had purchased one, or 2 people had purchased one, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna get all my videos done, and then I'm gonna do the cameos afterwards. You guys, look at this tree right here. It's like blowing in the wind with it's so windy outside, but do you see how pretty those lights are? It's so windy tonight. So anyway, I was like, I'm gonna get my videos done, and then I will do the cameos after that. And that was when Alex told me that he was going out to dinner, and then and I was like, okay, fine, because I got all this stuff to do anyway. fed the dogs, lit a bunch of candles, just got settled in. Like, okay, so I got the videos done, got all that stuff done. I did 3 Peterisms videos, a drama video, uploaded my vlog, 3 review videos, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drama video, and a booktube video. So I did like 9 videos today total, right? A vlog, drama channel video, booktube video. Yep. Vlog, drama video, booktube video, 3 Peterisms videos, and 3 review videos. I did 9 videos today. Can't even believe it. And then I was getting like all kinds of like recovery calls too today, from people that like really needed to talk. And I felt bad because I was like trying to get back to them to get this stuff done and get this stuff done at the same time. They salted these roads. I don't know if we're like supposed to get like an ice storm or something. Huh. These roads are like majorly salted. So anyway, so then I had called Tanya at one point and I said, do you want to, is this like icy right now? I'm trying to stop and see if it's gonna make me slide. No, it doesn't seem icy yet. I said, are you wanting to get together and get a fountain pop later? I said, because I have a Christmas present for you and I really want to see you. And she was like, yeah, but I've got a lot of things to do, so I don't know that I'll be able to do it tonight. I was like, look, girl, like we have not seen each other in 3 nights, okay? Like, I need to see you. I need to give you my Christmas present, blah, blah, blah. I got her 2 candles. Well, I actually have something else that I got her too that's on its way, but it's not here yet. But I got her 2 candles from Bath & Body Works. Is that what it's called? I got her Island Margarita, because that's my favorite summer candle, and I got her Winter, because that's my favorite winter candle. And then she got me 2 journals. She got me a gratitude journal that has like all these prompts in it that are really, really cool. I'm going to start it on January 1st. And then she got me this Winnie the Pooh like friendship journal. It's just like a notebook, because she knows I love notebooks. It's like leather bound. It's very cool. And Tanya and I don't usually do like big Christmas presents for each other, and we were both like excited sitting in the car. We're like, this is so much fun. She was like, this is like we're kids again. So anyway, so I started the cameos, and at that point, when I went to look, I had like 32 cameos, and I had already done quite a few of them already. Not tons, but like 7 or something. And see, I keep a list, so I make sure I don't miss any. Because you can like slide up on them by accident and then it like deletes it. So I like write them down when they come in, so I make sure that I don't miss anybody's. So anyway, I told Tanya, at that point it was like 9:20 something. I said, what time? Well, I said, what time do you want to go? And she said, because I had been sitting there doing these cameos, and she said, how about 10:30? And I said, okay. So I was like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do cameos until 10:15, and then I'm going to leave. And then I'll just, afterwards, I'll have to go to my office, because I thought that Alex was going to come home and go to sleep. And, I mean, I'm so loud while I'm doing them, because I'm flipping the fan and singing and stuff. They're so fun. And so I was like, well, I'll just have to go to my office, I guess, you know? Because when I left, I still had 20 to do. 20 cameos at 5 to 6 minutes each, or 4 to 6 minutes each. 3.5 to 5 minutes, 6 minutes, some of them. And very rarely do I do one that's 6 minutes long, unless I'm doing like where I'm just giving somebody kind of like a pep talk or talking to them or whatever. And it goes over and I don't realize it. So anyway, Tanya and I went to Meijer, and I got a bunch of like snacks and stuff for the next couple days. And when we got there, it was like pouring down rain. Right as we went inside, we could hear it on the roof. And like we walked around like half the store. She was like, is that rain? I was like, yeah, I think it is. And then we came out, it was so windy and stuff. And Tanya was like, when did it get so cold? So we just got a bunch of stuff that we needed. Tanya had a list. I just got some stuff like pizza rolls, and I got like those Totinos. Like I got like a Totino's, like 4 of those cheese pizzas. And I got Alex like a DiGiorno pizza, and I got some cheese and crackers, like those pita crackers that I liked, or those bagel chip crackers that I liked, the garlic ones. Just some stuff for us to have around the house, you know, that we could snack. So anyway, and then Tony and I drove around for like a half an hour, 40 minutes afterwards, and looked at Christmas lights in Noblesville Square and stuff, and then just talked, and I took her home. And so Alex was still at his friend's house, and I said, how long are you going to be out there? And he was like, I don't know why. And I said, well, if you stay out there, I can do the cameos at home. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I won't rush. And it was like, I got home at like 12:30. I literally did not get done with the cameos, you guys, until like 3:15. Something like that. Alex came home while I was doing them. I had like 5 more to do. And so I got them done. I can't believe it. I'm so happy that I did. I'm happy that everybody's going to get them for Christmas. Yeah, I had such a fun time doing them. I did like different things for everybody. I didn't like do the same thing for everybody, and I really mixed it up. Some people I did the drama phone. Some people I sang songs to. Some people I did both. Some people I wrote my own songs for. I did this, like, I took Christmas songs and changed the words and stuff. It was fun. I had a blast doing it. So anyway, yeah, that's done for Christmas, unless I would get a few tomorrow, and I don't think I'll have time to do them, though. It's the thing. I mean, I think that people would have to understand that if, you know, they bought the cameo on Christmas Eve, the chance of me getting it done for Christmas is probably not great, don't you think? I mean, I think there's like I think it's like 3 or 4 days that it says that I have them done by the next 3 or 4 days. I actually have 3 that I haven't done yet, but they're not specific to Christmas. So I was like, I'm gonna wait and do those on the 26th. And they're also more like thoughtful ones. So I want to give those some attention, and like they're more like people asking me life experience kind of stuff. Pep talks is what they're called when they are on cameos. It always cracks me up when someone says pep talk, but I love them. I love doing those. So anyway, yeah, I got everything done that I wanted to get done today in time for Christmas. And then I went through all of my receipts in my wallet. I just did that before I left, and ate about 3/4 of a can of this like mega Pringles, which I love, those sour cream and onion Pringles. Alex went to bed, and I ate like 3/4 of a can of those Pringles while I was like going through all my receipts and balancing my checkbook. And I hadn't done it since the 9th, which is crazy. I had all those receipts in my wallet. I literally save every receipt, and then I put it in my checkbook. Everybody laughs at me about that. They think I'm so old school, which I probably am. So I did that. And then I also contacted like all of the giveaway winners for the Peter Review stuff giveaways, the ones that have won already, because I wanted to send those out before Christmas. So I sent out like 3 of those, like the Warby Parker one. I gave away a pair of glasses over there, and then like some Amazon gift cards. I sent those out, but then there were some other people that I haven't got their emails yet from, so I need their emails to send those. Got that done, because I wanted to have everything like done in time for Christmas. Yeah, now tomorrow and Christmas Day, just get to relax and stuff. It'll be fun. I totally forgot that we had bought these tickets. Well, Melissa got the tickets for this thing here in town that's at the art museum, and it's called Newfields. And it's like these Christmas lights that are supposedly fantastic at the art museum. Everybody talked about it the last 2 years, as long as it's been up. I've never been. But apparently you just walk through it, it's gorgeous. I think Michael from Popology, I think he and his wife went there to Newfields. because he told me that they were going, and then I think I saw that he had a vlog up. I haven't caught up to his vlogs yet, but I think I saw that he had a vlog where he went there. But it's supposed to be beautiful. Well, we, like, a bunch of stuff came up and we couldn't go when we were supposed to go, so Melissa, like, postponed our tickets, but, like, the only time that we could go was tonight or the 26th, and so then for some reason we couldn't go tonight. I can't remember what it was. Like, they were full tonight, I think. So Melissa said, how do you guys feel about going the 26th? She'd already bought the tickets, so we had to go. The tickets were expensive, I think. So, I mean, they weren't like $100 a person, but they were expensive. You know, you don't want to just not use them. And so we were like, that's cool, we'll go on the 26th. So I think we're supposed to go on the 26th, and then we'll probably go out to dinner afterwards. Or before or something, I don't know. But that'll be fun, that'll be something different to do. I don't know how I feel about seeing Christmas lights after Christmas, but whatever. And then New Year's, we're not really doing anything. We're gonna do dinner with Jalissa. We're gonna do dinner with Melissa and Jason. That's it. Yeah, they have salted these roads. They must be expecting, like, it said that we're not supposed to get any more precipitation. But maybe that's not true, I don't know. And tomorrow night at Caroline's we're getting Chinese food. I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. I was actually gonna watch, The Thin Man today if I got time. I had there was all this stuff that I wanted to do that I didn't get to. I would just love to sit on Christmas Day and just watch old Christmas movies all day long. I will tell you, Christmas Day though, I will be, like, when we come back from Caroline's, I will be taking a nap. Because just to be able to take a nap, like, in the, you know, early evening like that with Alex will be fun. It'll be nice. And then he's off. He has like one meeting next week on, like, Monday and one meeting on, like, Wednesday, and other than that, like, he's off till, like, the 4th or something. The 4th or 5th. I think the 4th. So he's got like a week and a half off that he gets to just relax. I'm so thankful. And we get to just spend some time together, which will be really, really nice. Maybe watch some movies and stuff like that. I want to watch that show with Nicole Kidman on HBO. What's that show called? God, that truck's spinning around. God, that scared me. I saw those lights. Where am I at on time? I wanted to drive through Zionsville one last time before Christmas is over anyway. And I want to see that movie Unhinged. I really, really want to see that movie. That was the movie that Sarah and Alex and I wanted to watch this summer outside on the patio with the projector. But it wasn't out yet. And I've heard such great things about it. So maybe we can watch that on Christmas or something. It'll just kind of depend on how late we stay at Caroline's, I guess. I have no idea what Alex got me. I mean, other than I asked for, like, a Polaroid camera and a keychain. I asked him for a really nice keychain. which I know that he probably got me a keychain from Louis Vuitton because there's a Louis Vuitton bag sitting out there. He didn't wrap it, which very exciting. It stopped. But I have no idea what else he would have gotten me. There's like a huge box, and it came from Amazon, and I have no idea, unless it's like a ring light, unless he ordered me a new ring light, which may be the case, because I need one anyway. Or unless he got it for me to like take to the office, so I have a ring light there and a ring light at home, because I've kind of mentioned that to him. But that would surprise me if he did that. Like, every ring light I have, Alex bought me. He bought me one for my birthday, I think, or Valentine's Day. And then one for Christmas, like my newest one that I have now, I think he bought me for Christmas last year. But maybe it's about the size of a ring light. I just would be really surprised if that's what he got me. I don't know, we'll see. So, but it's like a big box like that. And then some smaller bags, and then some stuff came today, and he said, well, he got his glasses from Warby Parker today. I need to order mine. I thought I had, but I guess I didn't, because I saw it tonight when I was doing the gift certificate thing. I was like, I hadn't ordered it. His glasses look really nice that he got. We didn't get the same clear ones, or we didn't pick the same ones. I thought we had, but we didn't. You know what's so funny is, I remember going to this bonfire like years ago. So this girl that Alex works with, don't you love that I always say girl? She's like 36, 40. I say this girl. She and her husband live way out in the middle of nowhere. And they would have this bonfire like every other Halloween or every third Halloween. They would collect this, they live like on this like, not like a working farm, but it's like this farmhouse. It's gorgeous where they live. And they have this huge barn and everything. And his like band plays in the garage, like in the barn and all this kind of stuff. And so they would build this huge bonfire. And it would literally take them like 2 years to build this bonfire. Like 2 years. They did it, I think, every other year they would do it. And they would build this huge... I had such a fun time the first year that we went. I like begged her to do it. Like, do it every year after that. And they wouldn't do it every year because it just was a lot of work and stuff like that. But this bonfire was literally, you guys, like... I'm not even exaggerating. It was probably 50 to 100 feet all the way, you know, across, all the way around. And they would have like, it wasn't a lot of people. They would have like 20 people out there. But it was like his work friends and her work friends and some other people. And it just was really fun. And it was really casual. And he always had like, he's very like beatnik bohemian. Her husband, he's a really cool guy, really nice. And they would always have like, they had this like old school refrigerator in the garage, in the barn. And they would have like 3 different kinds of like, you know, the IPAs or whatever, like on draft, like on a keg tap in the garage. Which I always thought was kind of funny and cool, right? And, so anyway, she, like, I remember, like, she had, like, the best food, and I think, I don't know why I remember her, like, specifically having, like, drinks for me to have. Like, I always love that when I, like, go to somebody's house, and they remember that I don't drink, and so, like, they've specifically gone out of their way to, like, do something nice for that, like, have some kind of special drink for me. Like, that always means so much to me. I can't even explain to you, like, it doesn't happen very often. I'm not talking about going to somebody's house where they're like, hey, do you want a Diet Coke? Like, it's in the fridge, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, when you go to somebody's house and they know that you're sober and they're like, you know, I wanted you to have something special too, so I got, like, some special sodas for you, or, you know, I got you this, like, special juice or whatever. You know what I mean? Something cool like that. Like, I love when people do that. And I've had it doesn't happen often, but I've had quite a few people do it in my life. Remember this one woman that I was friends with, and I went to her house for dinner. God, this is so many years ago. And she she made us quiche, I remember. And then she had like bottles of lemonade that she had gotten like at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or something like that. It was like these big bottles of lemonade. I just thought it was so cool. I don't know. So, because, you know, sometimes when you don't drink, you feel like, I mean, there is kind of a ceremonial effect to like having a bottle of wine and pouring a bottle of wine, or asking somebody if they want a bottle of beer and opening the beer. You know what I mean? Like there's a kind of a ceremonial effect or a celebratory effect, both ceremonial and celebratory factor to, or effect to having a beer or a drink or a glass of wine, right? So when you're just sitting there and it's like you don't get that kind of specialness, even though you don't drink, it's like, well, I kind of like to feel special every once in a while, you know? So it's always like, so if you know people that are sober and you're gonna have them over for a holiday, or like something like that, do something fun, like have some kind of like hot chocolate or coffee that's different, or some kind of like sparkling juice, not like sparkling wine. Like I've done that before in my life. I don't like to do it because I just don't like to do anything that remotely imitates drinking. But like a sparkling lemonade in a cool bottle like that, or something like that, you know, or like cool sodas or whatever, you know, like I think all of that is really fun. So anyway, but I remember they had they had gotten a bunch of pizza and they had all these cookies and stuff, and we just sat around in the kitchen forever and talked, and this old farmhouse, and it was so much fun. And I used to beg them every year. I'd be like, please have your bonfire again, please have your bonfire again. And I think we went twice, but the last time that we went, there was this other gay couple that was there that he was friends with. He worked with one of them or something. I feel like this is really, really icy, you guys. I don't know why I feel that way. Like I just got to an area where it's like really icy. It's like not icy at all, or it's like really icy. I can't tell. It looks super slick. I just don't understand why they're like icing the road so much if we're not supposed to get any precipitation. I almost want to like pull over and get out of my car and see how icy it is. I honestly can't tell, but like the roads are so salted, you guys, it's unbelievable. So anyway, this one guy there, this must have been like 8 years ago or something. I remember they were like, I didn't even know they were a couple, because like one guy was like stocky and like shorter and like very like stocky and muscular, and the other guy was like super thin and very tall. And they were like a really cute couple, and they dressed like very like one had on like one of those, like, I don't know how to explain it, like those hats, you know, that like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I don't know what they're called, where they're like, you know, clasp at the end. But anyway, and then he had on like, I think he did, and like one of them had suspenders on. They were just very cool dressers. And I remember this one guy, maybe they both did, I can't remember, but one of them had glasses on, and I was like obsessed with these glasses. And I was like, where did you get your glasses? And he was like, Warby Parker. And I was like, what? And he was like, Warby Parker. And I remember I went home that night and I like looked up Warby Parker online, and I had never heard of them before. And that was when they didn't have the stores and stuff. It was just all online stuff. You guys, they literally, I mean, there's salt all over the road. Doesn't feel slick to me. And that's when I ordered my first pair. And you know what? I said something about it the other day in this review video that I did, and people were like, the glasses that I had, and people were like, you're talking about aviator glasses. I'm like, no, I know what aviators are. I'm talking about the ones that are like horn-rimmed at the top. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the Mississippi Burning detective glasses. Those were the kind of glasses that I had. I had those for a long time from there. And I liked them, but they didn't stand the test of time. They weren't super sturdy. That was my one issue with Warby Parker. So I didn't get another pair from there afterwards. The last pair of glasses that I ordered were from, well, that's not true. I had ordered a pair. Alex and I both went to the Meyer optical place back when they had it, and we both got Ray-Bans. And he wore his Ray-Bans until he got his metal glasses not too long ago. He got them from like Logo, or I don't know what the place is called that he got them from. It was actually like a collaboration that he did. Like, it wasn't a sponsorship because he didn't get paid for it. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of was because they gave him free glasses. But I always ask him what the place is, and he says, he's like, Logo, or whatever it's called, because I can never remember, and I ask him like all the time because I want to get glasses from there. But anyway, I had Ray-Ban sunglasses made in, like the old Wayfarers. I had the frames made into glasses. Well, it didn't work well. Like, they don't sit on my head well, and I don't like how they sit on my head. So then I started wanting to have just several pairs of glasses around for when I didn't wear contacts, which I literally wear contacts 24 hours a day. I mean, I sleep in my contacts a lot, and you know, if I don't sleep in them, I take them off. The last thing I do before I go to bed is take my contacts out, and the first thing I do in the morning is put my contacts in. So it's literally like, I haven't seen Alex really wear his contacts much since he went and got contacts. I didn't think he would. I just don't think he enjoyed. He likes wearing glasses. So anyway, but that was when somebody told me you can get like cheap glasses online, like at 1-800, you know, One USA Glasses or something like that, or that Zenny, or all those places. So basically what you do is your first pair of lenses is free, and all you do is pay for shipping and handling. And you guys, they have some really cute frames on there, and I ended up getting like 3 different frames, or 3 different pairs of glasses from 3 different places that were like free, like the first pair. I mean, there's like 100 pairs that you have to pick from, but they're cute. Some of them are real cute. And then so if you're looking for cheap glasses, Google free glasses, and it'll come up, and you can pick like your first frame. I mean, some of the frames on there, you guys, are like $7.95, $9.95, and you literally, like, your whole glasses is that. And a lot of these places, because I just wanted to see if it was real. I mean, they're not the highest quality glasses in the whole entire world, but they're not crap at all. They still hold up, you know. So you can get a free pair of glasses, and basically all you do is pay for shipping and handling, which is like I think it was like $17.95 was the most I paid. Which $17.95 for a pair of glasses with your frames and lenses, like, that's incredible. And they were cute too. I was like driving by this house the other night. Did I go down the wrong street? No, it's this one right here. It's the sweater house. Okay, can I just tell you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but inside, you guys, like, this house is legit. Like, they have so much Christmas stuff. Like, inside their house, like, they have this huge Christmas tree in there, and they have stuff all over their walls. They have Christmas stuff all down the back. You guys, that house is amazing. I love that they have all that stuff on there, and I love that the whole theme is like ugly Christmas sweaters. Isn't that so hilarious? So anyway, my battery is at like half charged, half mass, so to speak. I have another battery with me, but I don't want to vlog for a really long time tonight because I'm really tired anyway. I was going to tell stories Christmas Eve, but that didn't happen, did it? So anyway, that's my glasses story. Alex's Warby Parkers came today, and I need to order some because I need a new pair of glasses at the house. And I picked the ones I like. I like the clear ones, the first pair that I tried on. So I'm gonna just order those, and they're $95, I think. So that's not too expensive. And then I'll have a new pair of glasses, and I can get rid of my other ones. Do you know that's one of the things that I kept when my mom passed away was her glasses? My mom wore contacts, but she wore glasses a lot. And I kept her glasses. I don't know why. I kept her wallet, and I kept her glasses. Her wallet has like all of her stuff in it still. And when I smell it, it smells like my mom. I can't even explain it to you. It's the weirdest thing. I have it in a box in the basement, obviously in the basement, because everything in the world is in the basement. It was so funny. Tanya and I were talking about the basement tonight. She was like, would you ever... I can't remember how we were talking, and she said, would you ever turn the basement, like put a studio for YouTube down in the basement? And I said, oh yeah, definitely, if my basement was clean. And she said something about like her husband's office is very similar to that. He has like the dining room area that's turned into the office. And she's like, I walk in there and I get anxious. Like, it gives me anxiety just to walk into his area, but everything makes sense to him. I said, you know what, Tanya? You're probably one of the only people that I would actually let into my basement to walk around and see it. Like, I wouldn't be embarrassed for Tanya to see it. But it's a mess down there. God. Christmas Eve. Well, when I was growing up, so that's the ending of the glasses. I'm going to order the glasses. Oh, what happened to the camera? Hello. I'm going to order the glasses, and then I will show them to you when they come. So that's exciting, right? I don't need a lot of pair of glasses anymore. I realized I only need one pair of glasses. True story. I need a lot of pair of reading glasses, but I don't need a lot of other glasses. I just need one pair of, like, my real glasses because I wear my contacts so much. So Christmas Eve is literally one of my favorite days of the year. It's probably next to Halloween, it's probably my favorite day of the year. Although I really like 4th of July. I don't know why. I didn't used to. Like when I was a kid growing up, it was never a holiday that I remember celebrating a whole lot. I would go to the boat with my dad, usually in Michigan. But like, as I've gotten older, I've really enjoyed 4th of July a lot. Especially when we do stuff with family and stuff like that. But no, 4th of July would probably not even rank on my top 10 days of the year. But I do like 4th of July. Anyway, I don't know what my top 10 days of the year would be. I guess my birthday, Alex's birthday, Christmas, Halloween. Anyway, I love Christmas Eve. I like better than Christmas. There's just something really magical about Christmas Eve. When I was growing up, we always got very dressed up on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day was like, well, we would never have worn jeans on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. My family was just not a big jeans family when I was growing up anyway. I wore like corduroys a lot, and I wore, you know, nice pants, but like casual nice pants. But I didn't wear jeans a lot growing up, even to school and stuff. So Christmas Day would have been like khakis and like a red or green sweater or a red and green flannel shirt. But it would have still been dressy, Christmas Day. I mean, not super dressy, but it would have been like that. You know, like a nice sweater with a nice pair of pants. I was going to say slacks, but I hate that word. But you know what I mean? Like something like that. Like brown corduroy pants or khakis with like a red and green sweater or flannel shirt or something. Christmas Eve, on the other hand, was, I don't remember ever wearing like a tie or anything like that. But it was very like, kind of chic dressed up, even for Caroline and I. Like my mom and my aunt would wear like deep purple or like, you know, like all black from head to toe, and like, or my mom would wear a pair of like very cool like cashmere pants with like a red silk shirt or something like that, you know, or like black like really nice dress pants with like a red blouse, you know, with like a huge bow on it or something. Like they always dressed up on Christmas Eve, and Caroline and I did too. And it would use, like Christmas Day was always like, you know, turkey and mashed potatoes and green beans and all that kind of stuff, that very similar to Thanksgiving. But Christmas Eve, my aunt would cook, and it would always be, well, when I was really young, I kind of went back and forth, I think, between my mom and my aunt until the Christmas Eve accident that happened. And then I think after that, we always had Christmas Eve at my mom's house because they didn't want her driving on Christmas Eve anymore. You know, I think back on that, it's like, let's not address the fact that my mom was actually drinking and driving, and that maybe the issue wasn't the fact that it happened on Christmas Eve, and that we shouldn't have Christmas Eve at my aunt's house because then my mom would have to drive there. That's not the issue. You know, that's the issue, not the fact that my mom was actually drinking and driving. You know, like, let's talk about what the real issue is. But anyway, good alcoholic family, right? I was telling this story, and I really shouldn't tell this story, so I'm not going to tell it. But anyway, it's just not my story to tell, but it is a funny story. But anyway, like I was saying, like a good alcoholic family, you know, it's not about all that. It's about, we just shouldn't have Christmas Eve at Aunt Kathy's house anymore. We'll just, you know, have it at our house. That way my mom doesn't have to get in the car and drink and drive. But anyway, my aunt would always make, like later in life, when I was like in my 20s and 30s, she would make like beef Wellington on Christmas Eve, and you know, candles would be lit everywhere. And then later, like after my mom passed away, my aunt and uncle would always take Alex and I and Caroline and everybody to like a very nice dinner, to like Fleming's Steakhouse, which Fleming's closed here. The last year, I think, that my aunt was alive, we went to Capri on Christmas Eve, which is like this really nice Italian restaurant by us. It's real close to us. I can't remember, but we usually went to Fleming's because they would laugh at me. This was before I was a vegetarian. But like they would always, everybody would get a steak, like a filet, and I would always get chicken because Fleming's had the best chicken in the world. I love their chicken, or I would get a cheeseburger. I loved cheeseburgers at steakhouses. Cheeseburgers at steakhouses are like the best in the world. And then we would go back to my aunt's house and we would have this chocolate cake. She had this like decadent, unbelievable chocolate cake that she would order. I can't remember who she ordered it from, but it was this unbelievable chocolate cake. And we would have chocolate cake and coffee, and we would open like a present or something, and then that was it. And that was Christmas Eve. It was really fun. When my mom was alive, I would go back to her house, and then we would take a walk at night. Now, when Caroline and I were growing up, I can't get this lip gloss on here. When Caroline and I were growing up, I don't remember if it was Christmas Day or if it was Christmas Eve. I thought I asked Caroline, and I can't remember what she said, or maybe she said she didn't remember. I don't know. But like, I almost want to say it was like, I feel like it was maybe Christmas Day night. And it was at my aunt's house. And after everybody had like had Christmases with their families, like everybody would come over to my aunt's house, and she would have this kind of like open house. It was very like Auntie Mame-ish, if you've ever seen that movie. You know, and it was like candles burning everywhere, fireplace burning, to this gas fireplace that I loved. This person just almost went up on the ditch, or up on the sidewalk thing. People must be really tanked tonight or something out driving, which kind of scares me a little bit. But you know, the fireplace would be going. Oh my God, the battery is dying on this camera. But she would have the fireplace going, and then she would have, I mean, I don't know where to pull in, because there's not really anywhere to pull in on this side of the road, and I don't want to have to cross, and so we'll just wait and see. But she would have like the fireplace going and the candles lit, and you know, these kerosene candles that I used to love, and there would be people everywhere dancing, and you know, other people in the other room smoking cigarettes and drinking water. I remember my aunt used to have these glass things. I don't know how I remember this. She used to have these like glass things that were like cigarette holders that would like, they would each hold like 20 cigarettes in them. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where like, you wouldn't, like, you just take a cigarette out of it and light it and smoke it. That's so crazy to me. You know, like, I don't know. It wasn't like, somebody's just random packs. And I mean, it was a very nice, like, glass thing that was like a cylinder. And then she would have, like, it would just be like, you know, like 20 cigarettes just sitting in there. You could just take one out and smoke one if you wanted one. So anyway, there'd be people smoking in the other room, and some people like eating pie at the dining room table, and a bunch of people standing in the kitchen, and coffee going and drinks being made. It was fun. It was like, I grew up like with this. See, that's where I say, like, it wasn't all bad. Like, I mean, we had a lot of, like, Christmases were magical for Caroline and I, with the exception of, like, the ditch Christmas, where my mom put us in the ditch, and, you know, like, my dad, that one Christmas that I talked about on here the other night. But, like, other than that, and maybe one or two more, where, like, you know, my mom or my aunt, one of them was, like, had heavily been drinking. Other than that, like, even when there was a lot of drinking, it was very magical. It was, like, I mean, I can just see Caroline and I as little kids running around, like, through people, and, like, laughing, and eating cookies late at night, and, you know, and just, like, sitting there. I mean, I can remember Caroline and I sitting on the edge of this big, huge couch, and just, like, you know, in our, all dressed up, you know, because our parents would always dress us up so nice. And so there, Caroline would be in a little dress, you know, with, like, red stocking hose or green stocking hose. And then I would be, like, I can see us sitting there. I can see us in the corner of this couch and just listening to these adult stories, you know, and we felt like we were part of something, you know, and we were, like, little, like 6 and 9 at the time, you know. I look back on that, it's so funny. And then I'd be like, Caroline, let's go get a cookie. And then we would run into the kitchen and we would get a cookie, and everybody'd be like, what are you kids doing? And I mean, it was Caroline and I. There were not a lot of other kids at these things that I remember, you know? And we would, like, go into her bedroom, and then we would laugh, and we would eat the cookies, and we would run back out. It was fun. Like, I remember having fun at these, like, holiday parties, these big open houses that would happen, you know? And people would stay till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and our parents would finally put us into bed, you know, at like 10 o'clock at night, and Caroline and I would keep on sneaking out. We'd be in our pajamas, and we'd come out and on our pajamas, and we would be sitting on the couch, you know, with everybody else, like in our pajamas. And then my aunt would come out, and she'd say, I thought I put you two to bed. Didn't you? Okay, I had to change the battery died. But, like, we had fun, like, you know, just walking around in our little pajamas and stuff. It was fun. I don't really remember when that stopped. You know, Caroline was talking about in the video that I did with her, like, and we'll talk about this at other times too, because our moms both had these gay friends. Like, my aunt had she had this friend named Bill that was gay, and that she was really, really close with. And my mom had a friend that was gay that she was really, really close with. I don't even know what happened to them. And but they would always be, like, over at my aunt's house, like, dancing and stuff. Like, my mom's friend, Jim, his name was Jim. Like, he would come over, and I can just remember them, like, making pictures of martinis and just sitting there and, like, talking and, like, dancing for hours. And it was so funny, because Caroline she and I were talking about it. It's like, they weren't, like, super flamboyant or anything like that. I mean, I remember them, like, dancing with our moms and being kind of, like, fun and crazy and flamboyant like that a little bit. But I don't know, it's, like, so funny later. Like, I don't remember my mom ever saying, like, talking about going to gay bars or anything with them. But, like, they were, like, these were, like, their close friends. And Caroline and I were talking, so I don't, like, it's so funny when I look back on that, you know? And I remember, well, I remember how Jim exited our life. I don't remember Bill. I think he moved away to, like, New York or something. But, Caroline and I were talking about how they both dressed, like, in, like, very nice, like, in button-down collared shirts and khakis and, like, penny loafers. Like, they were very nice dressed always. But I'll tell you how they exited, like, how Jim, I almost said his last name, how Jim exited our life was because, it probably doesn't even matter. They're probably, like, at this point, they'd be in their 80s or something. Anyway, they were older than my mom. They're probably not even alive anymore. But I remember he, one night, was at my mom's house, and he talked up the Strawberry Festival. And he was a really, really nice guy. He drove this huge, like, Cadillac and all this kind of stuff. And he was, like, talking up the Strawberry Festival, and he was like, okay, Peter, tomorrow, or, like, I can't remember, a couple days or whatever, I'm going to come get you and your mom and get dressed up and wear a tie, and we're going to go to the Strawberry Festival. The Strawberry Festival is this thing they had downtown every year where you could go get strawberry shortcake and all this kind of stuff. And I was so excited because I loved, like, he had this huge, like, Cadillac that he would drive, and I loved this car. I don't know why. It had something, like, automatic in the back seat, but I loved it. And so anyway, I loved it when my mom and I would go places with him. And so, all I know is I heard her, she told me this story later. She said he never called, and he was, like, hungover, she found out later, and just was like, I cannot pull it together to go to the Strawberry Festival, you know? And she said, I stood and looked out the window for, like, hours, because I was so upset, because I wanted to go so bad to this thing. And my mom said, you don't ever promise my kid something and not follow through with it. She was like, his dad doesn't do that, I don't do that, and you're sure as hell not going to come into my life and do that. I never saw him again. He never came around. My parents were super protective of me like that. You know, that's why my mom, she was really adamant when I was growing up about, like, if she dated somebody, my mom would never have brought him around unless they were practically engaged. I didn't know anybody that my mom dated till, like, later. She never would have done that. I mean, she just was like, no, I'm not doing that. You don't need to meet my kid unless you're going to be sticking around, because I'm not going to be one of those people that brings somebody in and out of my kid's life and then they get attached to. Like, she really had huge issues with that. And I even honestly think it has a lot to do with why my mom didn't end up getting remarried. Because I think at times she put being a mom first over getting with a guy or getting remarried. Which I appreciate that, you know? Like, I think that was more important to her. But I also think, like, she said this to me later, something like this, that to some degree she hid behind being a mom. Like, if she was a mom and throwing her hair up in a bun and putting on, you know, a nice nightgown, flannel nightgown, and reading me a book before I went to bed, it's like she didn't have to worry about how she looked and got all, like, glammed up to, like, go on dates that she didn't really want to be on anyway. It was, like, easier just to, she preferred being a mom at home and making a chilly dinner. She preferred that, you know? And I think it also fed into my mom's drinking, because I think she wanted to be at home and just drinking. I don't think she really wanted to go. I mean, she would go out with her friends sometimes, but it was just different, you know? Anyway, I don't know. But those were our Christmas Eves. We had fantastic Christmas Eves. And I'm so happy that Caroline and I still, even though it's like our family is so tiny, I'm so happy that we still try to make it happen, you know, on some level. And then we keep, like, certain things up, like the Taylor's rolls. And, like, I got the Santa Claus cake, because we always get some kind of special cake every year from Taylor's. My aunt would get, like, a turkey cake or something. So, and Caroline was really excited when I told her I got the Santa Claus cake. She probably won't have any of it, but it doesn't matter. It just looks pretty on the table. But it is delicious. And we'll probably dress up a little bit tomorrow night. I think I bought this black turtleneck sweater, this cable net like sweater. I think I'm gonna wear that tomorrow night. And I will wear jeans tomorrow night and a pair of shoes. Alex loves to get dressed up for stuff like this. And then just hang out and talk to everybody. It'll be fun to see Caroline, see everybody. Michael will be working on something, and David will probably be, like, drumming in the basement or something. I miss sitting down and having dinners with the family. I hated it when I was growing up, you know, like family dinner. And I especially hated the food that we had, like meatloaf. I hate it. Oh my God. Before I became a vegetarian, I craved meatloaf all the time. I like even right now, like the whole idea of like a pot roast or like a meatloaf, like with vegetables on the side, like that sounds really good to me. Like even though I'm like a vegetarian, you know, just a home cooked meal with like biscuits and a salad and like a glass of milk and all that. Like Alex and I never do that. I loved that when I mean, like I look back, I didn't love it at the time, but looking back on it, like those small things that we think don't mean anything to us, really down the road do, you know? I mean, I can remember I went through this whole phase where I was like, I would call my mom and I'd be like, how do I make this, Mom, when I was living alone? This was like when I was in my 30s. Because so many of these like home-cooked meals and things that I liked, I really wanted. You know what I did, actually? I think it was the year after my mom passed away for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day that year. I made all of the things that my mom used to make and bring to stuff. I made orange bread, I made raw apple muffins, I made deviled eggs, and I put too much salt in them and they were horrible, but I made them anyway. And Mike, Caroline's husband, oh my God, he makes the best deviled eggs in the entire world. I love deviled eggs. I love them, love them, love them. I could eat a whole thing of them. So anyway, that's Christmas Eve. And I'm excited about it. All right, you guys, listen, I'm gonna get off here now so I can go home and post this and get up in time and get up in 6 hours. I have to be up in 6 hours and 3 minutes, you guys. I'm probably gonna listen to a little bit of my audiobook first, but to unwind here for a half an hour or maybe just radio show.
Got a wire off to the chief.
I love the radio shows.
Right ahead. Toward the sunrise.
Do you hear that?
Mr. Thurston, look.
Makes me so happy. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas Eve if you celebrate Christmas. And I love you so much. Thank you for being such a big part of my life this year. I just can't even imagine my life without vlogging every day. It's surreal to me to even imagine what that would be like. And so I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys. I know it's not the end of the year yet. We'll have that talk when we get to the end of the year, but we're almost there, 7 days away. Can you believe that 7 days from tonight is New Year's Eve? Crazy, isn't it? But anyway, I just want you guys to know how much I love you and that I appreciate you allowing me in your life this year, and I hope that you have the most amazing, magical, I just said this in a bunch of cameos, but I love these words, most amazing, magical, marvelous, fantabulous, fabulous, fabulous, fantastic, all of the positive adjectives, I said that in my cameos, that for Christmas, just find some peace and serenity and have a great time, and take care of each other and be kind to one another. And if nobody else told you this today, I love you. And Merry Christmas. I love you. Bye, I love you. Love you. Wait. Bye. Wait, how do I do it? I can't remember now. Oh my gosh. Bye. Love ya. I just need to come back on here one last time and say, I love you. One more, I love you. And Merry Christmas Eve. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Love you. Bye, love you. Bye. Love ya. Love ya. Love ya.